These Steam Deck fans, they're so spoiled, man. You and your white Steam Deck OLED. Ha! Right. Alright. Makes me wonder. Steam Deck 2 is close, huh? Okay. So let me get this straight. Alright. You got your Deadlock, okay. That's not available to the public yet. It's by word of mouth. Alright. You just updated Team Fortress. Alright. Okay. The PS5 is using GDDR6 RAM. Okay. Alright. Pro, that is. Okay. Samsung just came out with GDDR X7 memory. Alright. Okay. Lawrence Yang sitting here talking about the Valve is talking about they looking for a generational leap. Alright. Spider-Man 2 comes out in January. Alright. You got your Counter-Strike out. Okay. Half-Life just had a little Borealis update. Okay. Alright. Of course there's Half-Life 3. Of course you got your Dotas, your Team Fortress, your Portal, your Left 4 Dead. In 2025, huh? Okay. And of course there's AMD with their RDNA 3s, 4s, 5, yeah, Zen 5, 6, and even 7. They're using AI. There's FSR 4. Okay. Alright. You Steam Deck fans are spoiled. You got a lot of good gifts coming your way in 2025. But the question is this: will it be the Steam Deck 2? Anyway, oh, by the way, hello viewers. Another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your 5 senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Alright, let me do a little Steam Deck news here. Put this news out for you little Steam Deck fans. Alright, what do we got? What do we have? What do we have here? Okay. We just did okay, we just did another Proton update. Updates, man. They're like ants. They march in any given hour, any given day. You know how it goes, especially with the Steam Deck. Anyway, what do I got here? Let's see here. Okay. All right, Sony. What you screaming about? Oh, Sony say their PSN account requirements on PC is so you can enjoy their game safely. All right, Sony. Says here Sony's forcing you to have a PlayStation Network account for all their recent PC release hasn't been well liked, and they of course have no plans to back down on it. Oh, they got busted, huh? Okay, we get it. Says during the last Sony Group Corporation investors call in their Q&A session at about 45.40, a question came up about what lesson they will take away from Concord, which Sony shut down and then closed the game studio. Say Hiroki Totoki, President, COO, CFO, replied with an English translation from a live interpreter, so the translation is a bit loose and rough, but this is what was said. Regarding the matter, we have learned about the way to face the issue regarding PC, for instance, the PlayStation account that we have offered by offering them for once. Sometimes that tends to invite pushback, but for live service game, so in order to maintain order of the gaming, so that anybody can enjoy the game safely, we need to create an environment conducive to that. Of course, enjoying the game freely. Having some restriction may not call it a rule, but to ask the users and gamers to follow the manner, and those balances are very important, and we have to continue to seek the best way to achieve this. Poor Sony. It says here, clearly the PSN requirement isn't going anywhere and will be in all their future games, even though it's unpopular and locks out a whole lot of regions from buying their games. Sony wants that extra control over their games, especially when they're now releasing outside of their own PlayStation console. In some ways, it makes sense for their live service games, You do have to remember the context of the question was for Concord that was supposed to be live service. However, it really makes a very little sense for their single player games where it's also now forced, like Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster, Until Dawn, God of War Ragnarok, and more to come. Forcing online accounts for single player games is never going to go down well, but it's here to stay for Sony PC release. Well, you gotta blame the developers for that. You know, the Sony developers for that. They created this problem, and now they're trying to so-called double down by not backing down. Like, stop it. Anyway, what else we got here? Okay. See, I think I did this already. I think. Okay, GE Proton. Okay, we did that. Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay, covered that already. Let's see. Oh no, that's 9.20. Let's see. GE Proton 9 through 20. Include a fix for Diablo 4 plus Proton Direct 920 for older GPU release. Do that in a separate video. All right. Next article. What do we got? Okay. Razer Genie for configuring a Razer device on Linux version 2.1 brings new features. Anyway, what do we got here? See, it's one problem Linux continue to have is no official app support for hardware vendors. So it's good to see community continue building for us. If you have a Razer device, check out the new release built using OpenRazer. It works with a lot of Razer hardware. Version 1.2.0 is out now and brings these changes. Introduce tab layouts for different device settings. Add support for wheel effects. Add display control for battery percent, charging status, idle times, and low battery threshold. Add percentage display to brightness slider. Implement user interface for DPI stages. Set minimum value for DPI slider and spin box. Hide DPI Y element when lock X and Y is enabled. Snap the DPI Y value to current X value if the box was checked. Invert auto start daemon and start up setting. Add Bulgarian Esperanto translation, support translation for string from Lebo Pen Razer. Alright. Keep moving here. See what else we got here on the Steam Deck front. Let's see. Luanti, formerly Mindtest version 5.10.0 out now, brings up updates for fancier shaders, renaming works. All right. What do they have here? With Mindtest now called Luanti, a fresh release is out. Brings work towards getting things renamed along with some new features and fixes. Luanti itself is not a game, it's a voxel game engine, so instead you add games and mods into it like a voxel library. As version 5.10.0 that's out now, there's some compatibility changes with OpenGL ES 1.0. No longer supported. You need at least OpenGL ES 2.0, and basic shader are starting to become a requirement now too. Says here are some of the main noticeable changes. The main menu server filter search box now filters more intuitively. Touch controls are now enabled, disabled based on the use input device. Main menu redesign, content DB tabs. More fancy shaders with server controlled Bloom shader API. Fixed to mini-map scaling. For servers, there are more fine-grained control over anti-cheat plus improved collision detection for lag. Loss of scripting API and modding. Improvements for creators. Various networking improvements with crashes, fixes. More individual details in the changelog. Alright. What else we got on the Steam Deck front? Alright. City Builder. City building is a massive creature. The Wandering Village research and economy update is live. What they got here? Let's see here. The Wandering Village is a city builder where you build where you're building on the back of a big walking creature. It's wonderful, and a big new update is out now with Research and Economy. It says from Stray Fawn Studio is still early access, has been since September 2022, but is already worth playing. It has native Linux support and is Steam Deck verified too. Compared with other city builders, it feels really different, with you never knowing quite what's coming, and with event system it keeps you on your toes. It also just looks really cool to see creatures moving about with all your people running around on its back. Anyway, what else we got? So what they got here, the research system has received overhaul, unlocking new technologies and costs, resource. Everything has been unified in a single tree. The tree design also has been overhauled to show all important information at a glance. Onbu back is now full dense forest, large rocks, more. Your villagers will have to plan around these natural obstacles at first, gradually free up space to expand your village. Building woodcutting camps, mining camps to automatically let your workers harvest nearby resource, and when the resources are exhausted, simply move the camp to a new location. Nomads will want to join your village regularly, as long as you manage to keep your villagers happiness high enough. The game now features two completely rebalanced difficulty modes, Relax and Survival. In contrast to the old Novice mode, Relax will never get too difficult. The tutorial has been completely worked and adapted to all new updated game mechanics. Two new buildings materials, clay and bricks, have been added to add more depth to the building construction. 5 new Onbu food spots have been added. Each one comes with its unique up and downsides. Scavenging has received an overhaul. You can see expected resource beforehand to make an informed decision, but be wary, something unexpected may always happen. And this game it's like a big dinosaur walking around and you're doing city building on its back. Yeah. Anyway, what else we got here? Let's see. Let's see. SN Box spiritual successor to Gary's Mod now has a Steam page. Okay. NVIDIA. Okay. Find it on Steam. Let's see. NVIDIA. Details upcoming Linux driver features for Wayland and explain current support. So NVIDIA has a new official forum post detailing the state of Wayland on their Linux driver, along with plans for upcoming features. Really nice to see NVIDIA being more and more open on their communication. Written up by NVIDIA dev Aaron Plattner. It first goes over some features not supported on Wayland due to lack of support by Wayland compositors or the Wayland protocol. Here's what's simply will not be supported. Stereo rendering, EGL Vulkan, implicit SLI mosaic. The feature refers to when application presents a virtual display which is tiled across multiple physical display. Please see below for how explicit SLI will be supported. NVIDIA setting will not offer the same level of configuration. There is no cross-compositor method for configuration that would allow NVIDIA settings to manage display on Wayland as it does on X11. NVIDIA settings will still provide details about the system and power usage. Okay. Keep moving here. So what else we got? What's this? House Hoppers is a funny, challenging golf-like 3D platformer. So after trying their previous demo, I was totally sold on the golf-like 3D platformer House Hopper. Now it's officially out. Using a different household object, you throw yourself around various rooms to gather up all the keys. The physics of it and the shapes of the item makes it a quite a challenging and frustrating, pretty funny to play through too. One that will test you but not overly frustrate, since the physics of it you can usually gauge how you will land. Usually each room you flip and flop into gives it its own unique challenge. Okay. And it's a game about falling some more, bouncing off everything, and at the time setting yourself on fire. It's a golf, but not the golf you would think of. A nice little break from the survival-like Haven release recently. At least every developer is doing one. Released November 8th, Steam. Alright, what else we got? And let's see, White Lovely Art. Go prospecting in the Wild West one. Title at the time, Coal Ridge. This look like an RTS. Let's see here. Wow. Release date October 28th. It says, with lovely art, go prospecting in the Wild West. Title at a time in Coal Ridge. Coal Ridge is a tile-based exploration strategy game that puts you in the Wild West. As a prospector, you pick up contracts, venture out to do some exploring. And it says, I've seen quite a few websites previously state before it was released, even when it had a demo, that it was a bit like the early turns of Civilization games. Really, it's nothing like it, though. So if you read that elsewhere, get it out of your mind first. Yes, you explore tiles and it turns based. That's about as far as the comparison goes. Have you controlled a single person and pick up some contracts of things to find out that they want, then set off by yourself to go and explore, and hopefully hit the quota of each contract you pick. Things like finding bison in the woods, creating a special portal, and tile enabling you to wrap to it at any point in a current year, even just going over a specific tiles as many times as possible, giving you more and more gold each time you do. And then it says there's no combat, no building, just pure tile clicking in a world that's beautiful style with some chilled out tunes to keep you focused. You have a limited amount of turns, and so plan your exploration is the key to the game. And what makes it a surprising challenge, the challenge is off the casual and relaxing sort though, so it's just click in the titles to move around. Alright. Anything else? Almost done. And one more. See, Rogue Point is a new tactical shooter from Half-Life Remake. Black Mesa dev Crowbar Collective. Crowbar Collective is moving on from Half-Life Remake Black Mesa, teaming up with Team 17 as publisher for their new tactical FPS. Rogue Point, they're not using Source Engine this time. Instead of going with Unreal, this is an online co-op tactical roguelike that developers say is perfect for both fresh recruit and seasoned veteran, presenting an accessible entry point that reveal layers of depth for those who seek a challenge. Check out the first trailer. And then it says unlock cosmetic weapons, campaign modifier, create loadout specifics, needs a mission plan, shoot your way through a dynamic campaign where no two playthrough are alike. Each Merc X class presents a unique treat, challenge you in a new, surprising way. Evolve operator skill interacting with the roguelike elements of the game. Gather intel, plan your assault, adapt your strategy along the way. Fight your way through missions spread across 4 diverse locations, with each map reshaped by game parametric design system, offering new strategies and challenges with every play. Alright. And where to get this? Steam. Yeah. Well, that is that. So you guys are good. News, deals, games, update. The usual. You're good. You and your white Steam Deck. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Crystal, Star Wars, Star Trek, Dark Side. Go out. Peace.